And we are live from the Long Island Sports Network here for some Suffolk County High School Hockey League action here on the South Rinks for one of 3 games tonight. This beautiful Monday evening. I am Magnus Healy, joined alongside my partner Ryan Brannigan, and the wonderful Wally Mitchell will be working the camera for us tonight. We had the 0-2 Connetquot Thunderbirds sporting the red attire tonight, facing off against the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls that are 2-0 and in second place in our freshman division, wearing the Rangers reminiscent white uniforms. Ryan, what can you tell us about these 2 teams?
Yeah, thank you, Magnus. So these 2 teams, well, for Connetquot Sayville in particular, tale of 2 matchups for them in this early going to the freshman season. A 7-0 defeat to Longwood. Must have been real disappointing to start your year that way. And then an absolute barn burner against the other Smithtown Hauppauge team, that being the freshman Blue Squad, where they lost 9-5. In that game, they led it at 1.52. And they were powered by their dynamic trio of players, which include Jones, Fielding, and Mooney. So if Connetquot Sayville are going to put in another good bid, I'm going to look to those skaters to make a difference. Other side of the ice, Smithtown Hauppauge, it's more the usual for a team bearing the Smithtown Hauppauge name, as they've jumped off to a good start to start the year, obviously undefeated, 2-0, and to be expected, as I mentioned. Narrow win against SCHSHL, and their second win actually comes by way of forfeit. So really only one game one of the year for the Bulls, and so this is really their second matchup. So looking forward to see what they could do, and what is really their second game this season.
Yeah, certainly. You have a team in the Connetquot Thunderbirds looking for their first win of the season, looking to get some momentum on their side, and Smithtown Hauppauge on the other side looking to extend their undefeated streak thus far. And it's certainly the overtime win against SCHSHL in the first game of the season tests your players' resilience, their ability to stay composed, especially in a pressure situation like that on opening night. Certainly was an exciting game there, but guys on their side, Nicoletta, Mucha, and Kern will certainly be big impacts here. Mucha leading the team with 1 goal. It's been close matchups for them, but it's a testament for their team's ability to play together. Certainly, as we'll see that play throughout the night. As for the first game of 3 here on the South Rink, we will be taking a break and heading to the national anthem. And we're back from the South Rink here, approaching the opening face-off of our first of 3 games here tonight between Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls and the Connetquot Thunderbirds. Should be a good one here tonight. Connetquot looking to gather themselves and get their first win. In the net for the Bulls, it'll be number 39, Peter Murator. And for Connetquot, it'll be number 30, Daniel Fries. As we're just moments away from the opening face-off. Looks like for Connetquot, it'll be number 23, one of their impact players we mentioned earlier, Tyler Jones, taking it.
Yeah, 3 goals, 2 assists, what I like to call a full house.
And John
in their
Mills.
last game out, yeah.
And the opening face-off appears to be won by Connetquot, but shortly in the hands of Smithtown Hauppauge as they'll clear it towards their boards. Handling the puck now, number 17, Wogelmuth, as he'll dangle his way across the blue line into the neutral zone. A early shot there, just straight into the chest there of Friars. And first shot on goal comes with 14 seconds on gone.
Yeah, someone they didn't have in that last 9-5 loss was goaltender Daniel Friars, as they had to throw, it was 15 Patrick Hintman between the pipes, and Hintman, a valiant effort for a defenseman playing in the goal, but obviously you expect better performance from a trained goaltender.
And best around the boards there, some fighting for it on the near side, into the hands of number 57, and it's a shot saved there by Friars. Shot on goal there was Beccarelli for Hauppauge.
Yeah, early good chances for the Bulls. That one time coming off the draw, and from an early age you learn to create some plays off the face-off, see if the Bulls can put another together here.
Logan Kern now for the face-off for the Bulls, and he'll win it into the hands of Catalano. Dishes it to Napolitano. The far boards is won by the Thunderbirds. Some fighting forward on the near side into the hands of Napolitano. Stick check there by Kurtz. Puck bouncing around, and it'll be going down the ice towards the Bulls. Will they get there before an icing? And they will. And around the boards they go as a Thunderbird appears to be down on the far side.
That's not good, and you have a Bull waving to the official to get his attention.
Looked like knee contact to the boards there. Certainly flew in very hard. Looked to be number 23.
They're wishing the best there for Jones, and with that, we'll step aside. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network.
And we're back after a short break there. Good to see number 23 Tyler Jones get up. A little bit of assistance from his coach. But what did you see, Ryan, from the Bulls early on in that first period?
So far they've dominated control. They've had majority of puck possession. The only way they've gotten the puck has left the offensive zone for the Bulls was on their own accord, as we saw it down there. And just really hoping the best. Well wishes for Tyler Jones, his friends and family, as he makes it off the ice now. Wasn't putting really much pressure on, I believe, his left leg, but obviously not going to try to speculate too much.
He's back to the sticks of the Bulls. Fighting forward down to the crease, but it'll be a 2-on-2 now. Down the ice for the T-Birds. A little flick wrist shot there. Saved with no effort there from Murator.
Yeah, it's gonna, now that's again, we talked about Jones before the game as Connetquot Sayville's driving factor in their last game out, where 3 goals, 2 assists, also very responsibly defensively, and one of their leaders. So very interesting to see how they respond now without him.
It'll be a next man up type of thing, seeing who will fill the shoes of Jones as some fighting on the near far boards. As a little flick shot there off the pads of Murator in goal. Now a 3-on-2 developing here for the Bulls. Working across the neutral zone. Stop there at the blue line. And now to the T-Birds.
Yeah,
across the ice there, excuse me, into Volpe's stick. As scramble on the puck for the near boards. Across the ice there, shortly to Lynch. Flick shot off the far board. Battling on the near zone, into the hands of Nicoletta. Little wrist shot there, chipped up by Rowe and into the glove of Friers.
Yeah, good positioning from Friars again on that last one, where you see the deflection in front from Rowe, as you perfectly pointed out there, Magnus. And it's going to take likely a really good shot to beat Friars. He was one of the better goaltenders last year. Helped take them to that Cinderella run in the DVL.
As Mills with a wrist shot there, blocked by Friars. Fighting forward on the near zone. Around the cage goes Mills, looking for an opportunity, trying to find a man open. Centering bid blocked there over the center by the T-Birds, and it's put in the goal. A deflection and the rebound from the goalie Friers, and the Bulls find their first opportunity here with 12:18 going by. As we take a look there.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it's going to flash across the crease, and that is a high danger chance if I ever saw him, but excellent job to get elevation on the puck for the goal scorer. Smithtown Hauppauge, and quite catch who it was. I think it might have been Catalanato, 98. But we'll get confirmation in just a moment. It was Madden Catalanato with the goal for the Bulls.
Mills on the assist as well. Catalanato picking up second goal of the season. As continues to be an impact player, but nonetheless, T-Birds continuing to put some pressure as they're into the offensive zone. Across the neutral zone and whiffed on it. Mills now has possession, 2-on-1. Great stick check there though by Petrie. Bulls retain the puck. Centering bid, no good. Blocked by Van Gordon. Whiffed on it there by Wolgemuth. Keeps it though around the neutral zone.
Wolgemuth, one of the few players we see play goalie and defense pretty well.
As some shots down the crease, but nonetheless a save from Friers and a clearing opportunity. As a big shot there comes from Beccarelli and back to the center ice. Crossing bid there, and the T-Birds pushing down into the offensive zone. Down a man, but Mills will back check him. Dangling through some T-Birds, and centering bid. Bounces off some skates, and an offsides will be called.
Yep, that little interjection at the blue line caused defensively. Looked like Hitman was in the area, resulting in the offside. Logan Arnold as well. And again, down a goal, Connetquot Sayville try to just put more shots toward netminder Muratori.
Certainly trying to put more pressure on Muratori. Kind of not had too much to worry about thus far, but nonetheless, DeBow over to Napolitano. Back over there to DeBow. Across the blue line, interjected there by Fielding. T-Birds working on a little offensive drive. Taylor here with the puck. Down a man on the check. And Melendez will clear any harm. Dishes it around the boards, through the skates of a T-Bird, and now the Hauppauge Bulls with possession. Working down low is Napolitano. Across the ice there to DeBow. Chip shot off the boards, and it's to the sticks of Smithtown Hauppauge. Curran on a breakaway. One-on-one forming. Slows it down, centering bid. And a chip shot. No good. Great effort there by Mucha, wanting his second goal of the season.
Had a great look in front. Just missed it wide.
As some feisty opportunities here as Kern dangling the puck. Shot attempt checked there by 93, Dietz. And they will call an icing. A good break there for Smithtown Hauppauge, as it'll be a wholesale line change for both sides, as it is 1-0 Smithtown Hauppauge over Connetquot. 9:40 left in this first period.
Yeah, someone to watch for. You mentioned Logan Dietz, 44 goals in 22 games last year in the DVL, yet to really stamp his impact on this game thus far.
Truly incredible mark, though. That is a tremendous amount of goals in such a short period of time, as the puck going down the ice, as the Bulls will grab it here. Working around their net and checked into the boards there is Nicoletta. Some fighting on the near side. Into the hands of Arnold. To McManus. Back into T-Bird's territory. And working around the ice is Petrie. Getting in there is Rowe to interfect anything. Trying to center opportunity, but declined by Petrie. And now T-Birds have numbers moving down the ice.
It's a great stick check made by Nicoletta on McManus. So Dietz was trying to hit the home run pass to McManus out of the zone. Would it have been a breakaway for McManus on clear, but just a little stick lift from Nicoletta prevented him from receiving the pass, so therefore the puck all the way down for an icing. O-zone draw Bulls.
Yeah, great play there from Nicoletta, as the ensuing faceoff won by the Bulls. Shot attempt no good, and straight into the glove of Friars. 8:50 to go in this first period. 1-0 Smithtown Hauppauge.
And that was taken by the quote-unquote glue guy of the locker room, Solito.
As face-off from the same spot. Once again, by the Bulls. And they'll clear it out to Napolitano. Working there one-on-one. High shot, no good. As it's long, back to the stick of the Bulls. And a chip shot there to Rowe. Working behind the ice now is Napolitano. Centering bid, shot blocked. And it comes back out near the blue line. Back to the stick of Napolitano, and the Bulls will have a chance to breathe. And behind the net they go, looking for an opportunity, trying to find a man. He does, and across the blue line. 3-on-2 developing for the Bulls. Down the ice goes Jaquiard, to Orth, and no good to the chest of Furs.
Again, continued pressure from Smithtown Hauppauge, and tons of shots toward goaltender Daniel Friars, and the ones that aren't even making it on goal, the ones going wide, he still has to prepare and set up for those shots. And so he's been a busy man between the pipes here early on, a little over midway through this first period.
Yeah, won by Nicoletta on the face-off. Some fighting on the far boards. And a T-Bird will slip, some stick checking, and off the far board it goes.
Yeah, Petrie just stepped on the puck.
As Nicoletta feisty down there at the boards, looking to find a man. He won't, Pass intercepted there towards the blue line. Working down now is Teller. Intercepted and gained there by Dietz. Trying to find a man, it goes into DeBoe's stick. DeBoe working now. Shot attempt, wide, no good. And back around the boards to Nicoletta. Dangles through a T-Bird, working on the far zone. Chip shot, got some traffic, centering bid, no good. Back around to Nicoletta, finds himself in the same spot as earlier. Stick checks there from the T-Birds, as he'll get it off there to Wolgamuth. Nicoletta working on it, and Fielding will send it over Nicoletta's stick to the far boards. Nicoletta will take it around his net, dish it over there, and a centering bid there into the stick of Scotty. Scotty working 2-on-2. He's got catching if he needs him. Looking for a centering opportunity, takes it around the net, trying to find a man. Well, stopped on the far side, and the T-Birds looking to salvage something here.
Yeah, great defensive play made. How catchy that was.
And the T-Birds stop the Bulls' offense there. Now back onto the stick of Scotty. With a bid there to Beccarelli. One-on-one Beccarelli, dangling through, looking for a shot on goal. No good, blocker save. Another attempt on the rebound. And Furs will jump on top of it. No harm, no foul on the play there. But the Bulls certainly threatening here in the first period.
That they are. It was Logan Arnold, 41. I saw the 1. I'm like, who's number 1? They don't have a number 1. It's 41, Logan Arnold, who made that defensive play prior, and he was the only guy back on that last sequence for the Bulls. And Daniel Fryer is the only reason Connetquot Sayville are only down by 1.
As some clearing on the faceoff, though. As the T-Birds on a little possession. Wrist flick shot wide. As it'll sail. McManus working on it now. Checked into the boards. Gets the pass off, though, and it'll go into the puck of Orth. Orth working now. Pass deflected there from Proscia. Centering bid says no thank you. Number 28 on Ferrante. As to the backboards you go. Clearing opportunity blocked, and a blocker shave there by Fura. As around the near boards they go. Coming close, another block from Freer. Saying no to the Bulls thus far, despite the opening goal, playing phenomenally thus far on some close shot attempts by the Bulls. Now working is Mitchell around the blue line. Gets it to Orth. Orth with a flick shot, caught like an outfielder as Furs denies that shot.
Again, the sustained pressure for the Bulls. They are relentless here in this first period. And Daniel Friars has really come to play today for Connetquot Sayville. We saw the last time out, it was Hintman between the pipes. And he had a valiant effort. Now Friars, typical goaltender, coming up big for the T-Birds. They got to help him out a bit.
Yeah, get something going on offense as the Bulls have been putting nonstop pressure, and they'll continue it there with the goal from Rowe. He gets in down low and will respond as we take a look there. Centering opportunity off the rebound, finds himself perfectly in front of the net. And a little flick shot in there on the top right to extend their lead to 2-0.
Yeah, Magnus, there's a phrase in hockey that you're taught at a real young age. It's good things happen when you go to the net. It applies to just passing the puck to the front of the net, but especially when you yourself are there. And that's exactly what Rowe does, parks himself right in front of Friars. So not only do you prevent the goalie from really seeing well, but you're also set up for a rebound in which he took full advantage of, burying it in the back of the net.
Certainly, as the T-Boards led by Petrie now at the neutral zone, evades it off the boards. Kicks it with his skate, looking a little bit like soccer here, but nonetheless to the stick of Napolitano. Around his cage they go. Dangling through some T-Birds defenders. Stick check there by McGovern. The stick of Mucha, referee will blow the whistle. As they did get a wholesale line change there for both sides, it looks like. With 4:37 to go, 2-0 Smithtown Hauppauge over the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, first of the year for Brody Rowe on for that last goal. So good to get on the scoreboard for Rowe. Kern and Dylan Dubois picking up assists on the goal as well.
As the T-Birds will win the neutral zone faceoff led by Petrie. Working around Nicoletta, looking for a chance here. Some scrambles at the boards. Will we get our first penalty, or will they call faceoff here? Looks like we'll get a faceoff.
Not so fast.
Oh?
No, they're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna get Soletto. 26, Soletto off for a rough, I believe, was the symbol he gave. We'll get full confirmation in just a moment. But power play opportunity for the T-Birds, and they need one.
Certainly, as the deficit to their season has been giving up power plays. Now they get a chance of their own to counter that. As some working on the near boards. Little wrist flick, no good. And a save easily there by Murator.
What a fabulous sight, though. That's Jones, who we saw go down in the corner way back early in the first period, not moving that leg. He's back out there. What a huge sigh of relief for, obviously, his parents watching, friends, and the rest of his teammates.
Always love to see a player go down and get back up on his own power and help the team out here. as dangling through on the near ice is Fielding. Working around the Bulls net, he'll dish it out to Arnold. One-time attempt, no, he'll cross it across to Petrie. Petrie working on the zone, chip shot up and a save off the glove of Murator. Saves anything there from the T-Birds that'll go around their net now. Nicoletta will dish it out. Working there down now is Mills. A little clear around the boards there. As to receive it, looks like it'll be...
Yeah, being urged to go, go, go are the T-Birds from their fans, making kind of a lackluster slow change for the Bulls there.
Yeah, trying to take advantage of that early as the puck will sail out of play with 3:07 to go and 55 remaining on the power play. T-Birds still looking for their chance to capitalize as they'll get a line change of their own. But a little stat bug for them, they've had 12 power play minutes, penalty minutes, per game. That's been what's killing them thus far this season. You see the amount of goals they've let up is because they're always shorthanded and looking to change that script today.
Especially that last game, it really was a killer for the T-Birds. And look out here.
A chance there, no, poked away by Freers. And dished out there to Orth. Orth with a one-timer off the stick of Friars. Back around now, Scotty to Orth. Orth with a little wrist flick and into the glove of Friars. No harm there. With 32 seconds remaining on this power play and 2:54 to go in this first period.
Yeah, this is the second unit out now for the T-Birds, and they got to try to get it from their own zone to the offensive zone. Usually the hardest trick about a power play is doing just that.
Yeah, it's a relatively good penalty kill, from the Bulls thus far. Into the stick of Scotty, working around some T-Birds. A shot attempt there, no. Stick check from Volpe. Phenomenal job clearing that. Back out to Orth, and off the stick once again of Friars. Round the far boards, Working now as the power play will end, and the Bulls will now have all five. Some climbing at the far boards, cleared there by the T-Birds. One shot attempt from Scotty, and a glove save, trying to dish it back out now on the rebound, get something going for the T-Birds.
Yeah, he played that intentionally, Friars.
I was anticipating maybe a clock stop, but he elects to trust his teammates now. Has a chance, a chip shot, trying to go over the stick of Napolitano as they'll wave at it there. And they'll delay an icing and they won't call it, as Napolitano will get the puck and try to drive down for the Bulls here. Working across the blue line, stick check by McManus. Over there to Petrie, crossing around the back of the net. Skating around, working on Melendez. Trying to find a man. Gets through on the back net, clears it open, and they'll be across the blue line now. Chance now for the T-Birds as some clamoring in the neutral zone. There with the puck is Chura. Stick check there by Orth. Working on him now is Tanzi. As the T-Birds trying to just find something, find an opening, and get a shot off as Mills says no.
Yeah, not a lot of room being afforded by the Bulls defenders. They've done a great job of limiting the T-Birds' chances.
As Mills now with speed, man down. Nonetheless, he'll dangle around. A shot attempt off the post, and no good. Great job there by Friars, but nonetheless, Melendez will look to get something for the Bulls now with 40 seconds to go in this first period. Working now on the zone. Save there by Van Goten, and a low goal there from Melendez. With not a lot of time remaining in this first period, he'll extend this Bulls lead. We take a look there. They're working on the near boards. Some dangling, and it gets away from Melendez.
Yeah, the defender Melendez punching in, I believe, his first of the season. It is for Anthony Melendez. Gives the Bulls a 3-0 lead. Maybe one Friars would want back, but nonetheless, good ozone time for the Bulls. Pays off with their third tally of the night.
Yeah, when you're having as much pressure as you are with Friars, as we'll see once again here, Beccarelli with a push 3-on-3 and a blocker save. No good from Friars with 13 to go. On the floor now are the T-Birds. a chance here, working across the blue line into the neutral zone.
Delayed penalty.
As with 2 seconds left, we'll get a penalty here. We'll look to see what it is.
So we're gonna get a cross check for Beccarelli, or against Beccarelli. So another power play chance for Connetquot Sayville. I assume the majority of it will take place in the second period. I don't really foresee a goal here with 2.3 left, but we'll see what the T-Birds come up with.
Me neither, as they'll be in the O-zone face-off. Jones back in, just flicks it out, and time will expire as the last attempt there by Arnold is no good. But nonetheless, following the first period, it is 3-0 Smithtown Hauppauge over Connetquot. But we've got a power play when we come back after this short break here on the Long Island Sports Network. And we're back from the South Rinks here on the Long Island Sports Network. I'm Magnus Healy, joined alongside my partner Ryan Brannigan and the wonderful Wally Mitchell manning the camera here, as it's been nothing but the Bulls thus far. But the Thunderbirds have a power play opportunity here to start the second period. As Kern will be working 1-on-3 now, developing, looking for a centering opportunity, trying to find Morgan. He won't, as he'll take it around the back net. And it'll be Thunderbirds possession now into the stick of Petrie, across the blue line into the neutral zone. And numbers, as a wrist shot is wide off the backboard and to the stick of Fielding. Fielding was a huge role in their last game, big assist man. As a centering opportunity and a stick check there by number 36, Kern. Great job preventing a one-timer there for the Thunderbirds. And good penalty kill thus far.
Yeah. Great job, as you mentioned, Magnus, by Kern, as Logan Dietz was set to load up a shot. And as we mentioned before, one of their best shooters is Dietz, and he was not able to even muster up a shot on goal thanks to Kern.
Good attempt there. As into the neutral zone, Jones will lose it, and he'll find the stick of Orth. We see some players supporting the pink for the month of October. It's nice to see here. Some laces or some stick wrap, as Orth will dish it down, and Friars will just usher it away.
Yeah, not sure if East Islip are playing at all on either of the rinks, but they, throughout all of their teams, will have pink socks.
Good to see that. Support from across the whole league. As working with it now is Fielding. He'll take it around his own net. Trying to find something here with 15 seconds to go on this power play. Off the boards. And an opportunity now with Jones as the puck. Dietz to his right, working on Orth. Dangling through, gets it to Dietz, high shot, just over the glove of Murator. And around the ice off of Jones. Jones has Dietz in the middle, but nonetheless taken away by Wogelmuth. And around the blue line they go.
Love what we saw from Jones on that last play, Tyler Jones. Using the speed, using the skill, create space for the shooter Dietz, as a little drop pass to him. Dietz just misses on that short side, high glove shot. And it's clearly something they were missing in that first period with his absence, and so happy to see him back on the ice.
Yeah, it's a big presence with the amount of influence that he has on this team and how big of a presence he's been. 3 goals, 2 assists on the season. Leads the team in goals, and certainly a presence that you want to have on the ice at all times. As the power play is over for the T-Birds, and we'll resume now.
Good face-off win from Ferrante there.
As a little check and will dish the puck out with his hand. T-Birds working on the far side.
I believe, well, in the NHL, you can do that in the defensive zone. I'm not sure about the SCHSHL, if I'm being honest. Got to refresh my memory. You don't see it too much. The deliberate hand pass.
Maybe bending the rules a little there, but Bulls have numbers.
As long as the other team touches it first, no problem.
As some clamoring around the crease. Looking for a reset here into the stick of Napolitano. A one-timer into the top left of the net, past the glove of Friars. Napolitano on the reset for the Bulls will extend their lead to 4.
Yeah, he's going to make a great keep in here. Gets space, loads up, slap bomb, boom. Over the blocker there of Friars, I believe. Short side goal for Napolitano. And man, couldn't have picked a better spot. And that has some serious heat on it.
Yeah, that was a incredible shot from Napolitano. And I believe the assist there was from Soletto. Looked as he was trying to clear it there, but we'll wait for confirmation on that. As on the far boards, some pushing and shoving going on for the puck.
Yeah, they can get a little particular with who they hand out assists to, the scorekeepers over there. I don't mean that they intentionally do, but
Volpe now with a shot, pad save there for the Bulls. And across the ice, the Bulls go now. Off the skate of a T-Bird and back to the stick of Wogelmuth, looking as he crosses the ice there to Rowe.
That's a good job by Dinkel getting back on defense.
As Dinkel does it again, but Wogelmuth with numbers, looking for it, and it's a low shot there on goal. Wogelmuth will add to this Smithtown Hauppauge score. A 5-0 lead now with 10:56 to go in the second period.
Yeah, get you somebody who could do both. Plays goal and scores goals. Does Wogelmuth. Just overpowers Dinkel there. She does all she can, steps up, tries to prevent it, but just again, Wogelmuth too strong on the stick, powers through and beats Friars.
As Orth waves there. Another attempt though. As it go board to board there. With the puck now is Melendez. And behind the T-Birds net it'll go. Petrie trying to help clear something out here. As it looks for Hintman. Cleared there by Orth. Gets a stick in there and around the net it will go once again. Melendez now on the far side. 2-on-1. Trying to get around these T-Bird sticks. And it'll go to the stick of Arnold. Arnold looking to clear it and give Friars a break here. And so get it to the blue line, but right back to him, says Saletta. Back to Wogelmuth. Chip shot, centering bid, no one there. As it'll come back to the stick of Napolitano. They'll go behind the net, maybe try to poke something through. And a stick in there by Mooney. Great job there. Centering bid to Mills, no good. As he looks to go back around again, but it's far. Back to the stick of Orth. Orth will send it around, and it's nothing but Bulls in the O-zone. As Mills with a check there. He's got full possession now with a chance, a shot on goal, and jumped on by Friars straight off the chest. A wonderful save there from Friars.
Yeah, and they really needed a reset, slow things down. They were getting run circles around them by the Bulls in that last sequence. It's really been all Bulls since the power play has expired to start the period for Connetquot Sayville. And for the T-Birds, you know, game's not over just yet at all. It's not even halfway through, so plenty of time left, but it has to start with more offensive zone time. I'm sure they all know that, and it's easier said than done. Let's see if they could try to go from D to O here.
Yeah, as the Bulls will win the faceoff, and a one-timer there by DeBow, saved by Friars, and it'll be a clearing there from the T-Birds. Can they get down the ice? They will. The Bulls get it into the hands now of Nicoletta. And working on the near side. Shot attempt there from Donnelly. No good as it's far. And working down by the Bulls net are the T-Birds now. But still some great defense from Nicoletta. Kern helping him out there. Behind the net they go. Over the far side, and Kern will be taking it up the boards. Looking to just get something out of this T-Birds pressure, and to DeBow it goes. And around the net they go. Nicoletta takes it back, the near side. Mucha will have the puck across the blue line they go. DeBow heading the stick. 3-on-3, even numbers. Shot attempt off the glove of Friars, and it'll be a save there, and save anything the Bulls could have gotten. Nicoletti to Kern. Wrister there, centering opportunity, no good as it's far past the stick of Catalanato. And another shot, a low shot by Catalanato. He misses his centering bid, but he'll get back there. And the lead now to 6.
Yeah, it looks like it catches Friars off guard. As I think he was expecting something high and he went low. Right between the skates. Something you don't typically see too often. But Catalanato makes no mistake. Second of the game for Madden Catalanato. All Bulls.
As Petrie now looking to get something going for the T-Birds. You got to get the puck in the hands of someone like Jones. The difference maker on this squad is, once again, it'll be Napolitano with numbers now on a breakaway. Centering bid. No good, as it can't connect with Rowe. Some traffic there by the crease for the T-Birds, and nothing to show for it for the Birds. As now on the far boards, chip shot attempt there from Jaquiard. A shot attempt in the net, and Rowe will pick up his second goal of the game, and it's now 7-0 for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, with 7:42 to go in the second period.
Yeah, Rowe picks up his third point of the night as well. Now 2 goals and an assist. And Brody Rowe having himself a night. 7 up on the board now for Smithtown Hauppauge. This game really has gotten far out of hand early on. And Smithtown Hauppauge, again, this is a Connetquot Sayville freshman team that really hung with their brother team, Smithtown Hauppauge freshman blue, in their last game. Smithtown Hauppauge freshman red, though. They've come to play.
Certainly, as we see early there after the face-off, Wogelmuth with the one-timer. And Smithtown Hauppauge now with full possession. Orth dishes it over to Jaquiard. And a shot attempt there on goal from Dietz, but straight into the chest of Murator. And still no goals to show for Connetquot.
No, and you just, again, for the T-Birds, you just want more chances generated, more offensive zone time. But in particular, it starts with better zone exits and better play in your defensive zone to help give your offense more chances like we see here.
And give Friars a little bit of a break, as when the Bulls are in their O-zone, they're flying around the back of the net trying to create these centering bids. As we see, they got numbers down across the blue line with DeBow. DeBow looking for a shot. And a little save there by Friars, as DeBow is slow to get up behind the net. And Napolitano with a one-timer glove save from Friars, as it gives the T-Birds a chance to breathe here with 6:41 to go in the second period.
Yeah, there you see, look how simple it was for the Bulls to get out of the zone there. They skate it right free by virtue of DeBow and company, and that's really something, you kind of need on the ice. A defenseman or a forward that could just turn defense into offense.
As now some clamoring at the crease, and they'll get a good clear opportunity there by Donnelly, as he'll get it out of the trouble. Nicoletta now handling it, as he'll work around towards the blue line. Skating in through the neutral zone. He's got some guys to his left in Scotty. Looking for a shot. And a pad save there from Friars. Now the T-Birds working on clearing it. And it'll be back to the hand of the near man, Napolitano. A shot attempt off the net, and and no good, as Nicoletta will now have it, trying to take it around the ice. Looking for a man. Shot attempt of his own. Blocker save by Friars. As Friars working hard thus far tonight. Not really a lot of chances to breathe. There's another chance for Napolitano. Stick check by Ginkle. As another centering opportunity for the T-Birds, and they'll finally get one as it evades the stick of a Bull, as Nicoletta will find himself now with the puck once again. Trying to find a man. Stick check there by the T-Birds. Hitman getting in on there, and Achura will have the puck as it's cleared away by Napolitano very quickly. Some clamoring on the near boards. Looking to see who's got it, and it'll be the T-Birds with Chura. And it'll miss wide. And back there to Jones, working on the boards. Bulls pinning him up. And now the Bulls will have it going through the neutral zone. Scotty checked into the boards. Huge hit there from Melendez. Or Donnelly, excuse me. As line change for both sides. Chance now, man down for the Bulls. Gets time. Wohlgemuth now working on Petrie. As Petrie intercepts a chance at a centering bid. And now working is Volpe across the neutral line. A shot there at the blue line. Pad save there with ease from Murator. Working behind the net now is Wohlgemuth against the T-Birds. And the puck will be pinned up against the far boards. Stagnant there, looking for someone. As Wohlgemuth will get it out there to Beccarelli. Beccarelli now 2-on-2. He's got Catalanato on the other side. He'll dangle a stick around Arnold, looking for a shot attempt on goal, and swallowed up there by Friars. A huge offensive possession there for the Bulls.
Yeah, good rush up the ice by Beccarelli, showing off the speed, getting around the defender, using his body as a shield of the puck there. Just some of the skill you see from up and down the Bulls lineup, and it really is what makes them stand out. It's not just one line, it's up and down. The depth is unreal.
As already off of the O-zone face-off, they'll win it and have some pressure on Friars, but what's new is a one-timer from Wohlgemuth is wide. A rebound opportunity and a centering bid off the pad of Friars again. T-Birds looking to just get it out of their zone, and a shot wide there from Beccarelli. Now puck on the near side, skating through, and it'll find Mills. Mills in the center looking for a shot off the pad of Friars. And now some clamoring between Petrie, as then Dubois will bounce it off, and now in the hand of Wohlgemuth. Wohlgemuth dangling through some defenders. Beccarelli with a one-timer high over the head of Friars. And Friars will get a break here as we're approaching the blue line with 3:19 and counting to go in the second period. Beccarelli calling for the puck at the center, no good off of the pad of Friars. Wrister there, and checked at the boards on the far side are some T-Birds, a centering bid, stick check there from Volpe. Volpe now on the offensive zone for the T-Birds, but once again, Orth is there. As the stick of Petrie in the neutral zone, Scott Arnold. Chip shot there to Arnold. And working on it now is Wohlgemuth. Arnold back at the neutral zone. Pass intercepted by Catalanato. He's got numbers, but intercepted again by Petrie. Back to the stick of Catalanato. A flip shot, no good, as some sticks are lost. Friars without a stick. Looking to get something. Orth at the wing. Back to Mills. Checked into the near side boards by Petrie. Petrie now knuckling puck behind the net of the T-Birds. And Orth at the blue line. One-timer. Glove save and stepped on there by Friars. Give them a break with 2:07 to go.
Bulls, 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 and more Bulls. So much Bulls, there's Bulls and Bulls. No, it's been a game dominated by Smithtown, Hauppauge, freshman red, and again, Daniel Friars doing what he can. There's not much to say here other than just marvel at how well Smithtown Hauppauge have played in this one.
Yeah, it's been a mirage of Bulls shots thus far. Another SAT word for you.
Mirage. Or a myriad. How about myriad?
As Fernante now trying to get something going for the T-Birds. Pass intercepted by DeBow. Dishes it to Nicoletta across the blue line now to the stick of Mucha. Mucha now dangling past Ginkel. Shot attempt, pad save, and on the rebound, it'll get into the goal. Another goal on the board for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls.
This one's just unfortunate. Yeah, right? I mean,
yeah,
it makes the left pad save. It goes off of somebody crashing the net in front. It's the 8th goal of the game. Tough break for Friars there, and what are you going to do?
Story of the night, the rebound goals from the Bulls have just been nonstop. As the T-Birds will win a possession.
I'm not even sure who scored that last one. It looks like they're going to give Kern credit for it.
As Nicoletta working with DeBow.
But there's no brakes on this Bulls train. It keeps rolling on.
As the T-Birds just looking to clear something and get some time in the offensive zone, as Dietz tries to do it himself, but taken away by Nicoletta. Nicoletta looking for a smash pass there down to the near side to Kern. Mucha now working one-on-one. Great stick there by Ginkel. Now across the blue line into the O-zone. Dietz trying to get a stick there. DeBow says no. As with 55 seconds to go, it's 8-0 Hauppauge. Wrister there by Donley. And a save by, Murator.
Yeah, that took a deflection in front, went off of Ferrante, I believe.
As T-Birds threatening now, behind the net they go, led by Dietz. Dietz will get it out to Ginkel. Ginkel working at the blue line. And it's into the stick of Kern. Kern dangling around, beautiful move. Shot attempt there, no, off the pad of Friars, and a rebound once again at the crease. And the T-Birds will bat it away, nothing to worry about there. But once again, threatening now in the neutral zone. Checked into the boards there by Mooney.
As Napolitano just decking Dinkel. He's going to get called for that.
As is, pardon me, it is Dinkel. I've been calling it Ginkel. That is my apologies, but.
See, I didn't even register.
Yeah.
I got to get my ears checked.
The hair following the beautiful flow there, blocking the D and G. I was getting them confused. But a power play opportunity again for Connetquot. With 6 seconds to go in the second period, or 2 seconds, excuse me, as they will empty the net, I believe. Yeah, they will empty the net.
Yeah, we see this sometimes. With 2 seconds left, there's no chance to score. So why not get some emotional support from the coaching staff as well? Potentially his dad, he's on the coaching staff, that being Eddie Friars. So who knows? But a lot of work to be done for Connetquot Sayville, but maybe they can get their first goal up on the board.
Yeah, as we'll head into the third period now. There's only a second off the power play, but nonetheless, what has been so harmful for Connetquot is the opposing power plays. They haven't had a lot of penalties tonight. I don't think they've had a single power play against them. So they've limited their penalty minutes, which has been killer for them thus far this season. But this Bulls offense has been a freight train through the offensive zone, causing a ton of harm. Not really a breathing room for Friars either. So he'll look maybe in this third period to get a chance to breathe, and maybe through the offensive zone, the T-Birds can get something going.
We shall see on the other side in the third period.
As you look at a team with 8 of their 16 guys returning from the developmental league, you'd think there's a little bit more of a connection that'll be brewing, especially when you have a year playing under each other. They went 12-8 last year. They had a little bit of a Cinderella run in the playoffs, 1-2, beat the number 1 seed, but something isn't necessarily clicking thus far this season, but nonetheless, we're only 3 games in, and there's a lot of hockey left to play. There's a lot of practices. There's a lot of time to grow as a team, and I think the next 45 will be different from the current that we're seeing now for this T-Bird squad. But if you're the Bulls and head coach Jeffrey Lavowitz, don't change anything. Whatever you're doing, keep it going.
Yeah, this is by far, I think the best Smithtown Hauppauge's looked. So Smithtown Hauppauge freshman red, that is. And as for Connetquot Sayville, it's worth noting that number 18, Jack Mooney, not in the lineup tonight. I've not seen number 18, Mooney, so far. He's either a top defenseman, could play forward as well, and his absence really has stuck out, as he is that guy to kind of bring the defense to offense that I've been mentioning. He is that guy, or was that guy in their last game against the Blue Bulls, the freshman blue team. So big loss noted here. And obviously no doom and gloom. They know, this team knows that, obviously. They sneak into the playoffs last year. A lot of these players from the DVL, they can make something happen. They know the season's still young.
Yeah, certainly next man up has kind of been the mentality for the T-Birds. As a shot attempt there is wide, fielding there, as some dangling for the puck there, going through the Bulls is fielding again. Dishes it back to Arnold. Arnold sending an opportunity, no good, attempting for Dietz. One-timer off the chest of Orth. And Orth with a chip shot clear as it'll cross the blue line. Arnold now handling it. 53 seconds to go on this power play. Another good penalty kill, which has kind of been the name of the game for the Bulls tonight. As Arnold across the blue line into the neutral zone, dangling through some Bulls, and a glove save with ease, as he will not elect to play it out. Good save there by Murator.
Long shot, yeah, as you mentioned, with ease. He really made it look that way. Very lax with the gloves, sticking it out. I'll take that. But offensive zone draw for the T-Birds. They make a change. See if, again, off the draw. Yeah, they're fully changing up the forward group out here.
This Ferrante will be the faceoff, and it's a goal. 93, it appears, for the T-Birds, as they'll get themselves on the board with a goal from Logan Dietz. Off of the faceoff, we'll take a second look here.
Yeah, look at this one-timer from Dietz. As just missed. Well, it captures more. Some potential for to see that later, but yeah, great one-timer off the draw. Again, doesn't stop the puck at all. Comes right to him, hits that one-timer, and he's got a heck of a shot, and he shows it there. Gets Connetquot Sayville up on the board. They now trail by 7. It's going to take a lot more of those to get back in the game. Let's see what happens.
Certainly, maybe a little bit of a momentum builder for the T-Birds, as Rowe working around the net. He's a dangerous man to have on your side, as the puck ends in Scotty's stick. Scotty working on Ferrante, and around the net they go. Rowe back around to Scotty. Scotty going to look for someone at the blue line, and he'll send it back around the net. Intercepted there by Petrie. Petrie working on Rowe.
Now, speaking of Ferrante,
shot attempt, the rebound cleared by Arnold, but they'll be back. Oh, so tough. As
he tried, Magnus. He gave it everything he had, Friars. There's just simply not much you could do on that one. Looking like Rowe puts it in. And for Rowe, what is that? He's got a few tonight, doesn't he?
As I felt there for...
hat trick for Rowe. So came into the game with no goals on the year, and Brody Rowe, 4-point night, hat trick. I was just about to say, first assist of the year for Ferrante.
As Friars went to one side, and suddenly the puck's to his left. And you can only feel for him, as the Bulls with the rebounding by the crease have been phenomenal tonight, keeping Friars going from post to post, as they're just sending it constantly around the net. They'll find either Rowe or Scotty, and they'll be sending it back to each other, playing hot potato until they have an opportunity. Centering bid intercepted by Dinkel.
They just know where each other are. You know, it's such a critical thing in hockey. You're a 5-man unit out there, or sometimes 5 women out there as well. But you got to know where each other are. The Bulls do. They clearly have that chemistry as well. And see the head up a lot too. Not a lot of looking down at the puck. It's a skill you're developing at this age. It's, critical. T-Birds offside here. Saw a couple of Bulls collide into each other.
And it's especially impressive for a squad where you don't have a developmental team. This is all their first year playing with each other. And when you're split up into 2 squads, it's a lot harder to gel when you don't come up with each other. As the one-timer by Mills, blocker save from Friars.
Well, that really is the beauty of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, is you get a bunch of guys who sometimes they're teammates from travel and other teams playing together, and other times, you know, they're on different travel teams coming together, more so at the later levels, but even at the freshman level, we'll see that. And there are a couple of players who played on this team last year that are coming over, like Mills being one of them, Beccarelli another, and but not too many, not as many as on the Connetquot side of things.
There's the man you mentioned, Beccarelli, looking for something at the blue line, gives it to Scotty. That's been his position thus far the night. Working on Van Gordon, centering bid far, and to Catalanato. Catalanato working around some T-Birds, dangling the stick, centering bid to Napolitano, and it's a save from Friars. Back towards the blue line with Mills. They'll dish it down to the baseline. And back for Catalanato, who'll work around the T-Birds net, try to sneak something in. Centering bid to Napolitano, no, says Friars. And back around to the blue line they go. Puck to Mills, as Mills will have a reset opportunity for the Bulls as he pushes through across the neutral zone. The blue line, and a shot attempt, good. As that'll be another goal on the night for John Mills and extend this to a 10-1 lead for the Smithtown Bulls, on the night. And it's just their ability to get the puck up and down the sheet. They keep it away from the T-Bird sticks all night. They're so evasive. They've got guys who are just so precise with the stick. Their ability to skate so quickly back onto defense as well and prevent anything has truly been impressive thus far tonight.
Absolutely. Mills' second of the year now for him. So Bulls keep rolling, 10-1. They hit double digits. It's been quite the performance for Smithtown Hauppauge.
As it's a change of the script that we've seen early on from the kind of low-scoring affairs where they only scored 5 total goals in their 2 games. They've now doubled that tonight as the T-Birds looking to get something going with 7:18 to go. As Wogelmuth with the stick check there, saying no to Ferrante, or Fielding, Down at the near boards, Fielding working on this Bulls defense. Kern says no thank you. He'll take it up the near boards, give it to Wogelmuth. Working down there is Kern. He'll find himself some open room, and down the sheet they go. Led here by Mucha, as he'll send it down to the back ice. Back around to Jaquiard. Working on the T-Birds. Jaquiard will send it to Kern. Back to Jaquiard. They play hot potato. It'll find Wogelmuth's stick. And over, it'll find Arnold. Mucha intercepts the pass there, attempted for Volpe. As some clamoring of sticks for the puck on the near far side. Finds Kern again. Kern skating around to the near boards. It'll get past the stick of Wogelmuth and go into the T-Bird O-zone. Nicoletta will find it, trying to evade the T-Birds. Skated around his net, try to find Jaquiard on the clearing pass. He'll find the stick of Arnold, back across the blue line to Fielding. Intercepted by Jaquiard. Back over to Volpe, and Volpe will send it around the boards, trying to find someone on the other end. As it's intercepted by Wogelmuth, and back across the blue line they'll go. No icing called, as Petrie will try to get something going for the T-Birds here with 5:43 to go. As across the blue line Arnold goes, finds Fielding, dangles it through the skates of Kern, working, and he's checked into the boards. A huge hit there by DeBow on Fielding as he sends the T-Bird into the boards.
Yeah, credit Fielding for not going down to the ice.
Staying tough there is another threatening around the crease and behind the net goes Katchen. As DeBow will send it around the boards, and he'll find Soletto. Soletto with a back pass there, and he'll find his way to the stick of Fielding. Fielding now across the neutral zone, across to the blue line and to the backboards. No one there on the T-Birds side, and it'll find the stick in Napolitano once again tonight.
A little dump and change for Fielding as he was at the end of a shift, and that's what happens when you get hemmed in your own zone for that long.
Certainly, as the T-Birds are pinned on their side for almost the entirety of the night. You know, a lot of time for change, but a clearing opportunity, as you had mentioned. Centering bid to Katchen. Pad save there by Fires, excuse me. As it'll be across the blue line and into the O-zone for the T-Birds. Working on it is Katchen. Katchen will intercept it and send it down to Napolitano. Napolitano, across the ice pass, past the stick of Katchen, and Dinkle will now send it off the boards and out of harm's way. Centering bid intercepted there by the T-Birds. Now working down the ice is Dietz. Dietz trying to dangle through the stick of Katchen, but a great job there to intercept it. Back to Dinkle in the neutral zone. The T-Birds are just trying to get something going in their offensive zone as Orth will send it as a check there from Katchen. As they get a little bit feisty on the near board, some extracurriculars, but towards the blue zone and in the neutral zone now to Rowe, as Rowe will send it down.
You're a little surprised it's taken this long for maybe the physicality to increase in such a game where the result is as lopsided as it is. We're starting to see it here.
Some frustration being aired out as Wohlgemuth will be chasing down the ice. Dietz behind him. Wohlgemuth on the near boards. Gets it over and into the neutral zone now. Back to Wohlgemuth. And the whistle will be blown. Offsides, I believe.
I think we'll see a penalty here. Yeah, they're going to grab Wohlgemuth for a slash. So a slashing penalty being assessed to Sean Wohlgemuth. And we got the running clock going at the rinks with the 8+ goal lead, which is unfortunate for the team that gets the power play, because then the power play just starts going right away. But either way, chance here for Connetquot Sayville. See if they put something together.
As they'll win the face-off, as it's the stick of Petrie. And around the Bulls net he'll go. Looking for someone in the center. He'll find Arnold at the blue line. Possibly a one-timer off the stick of Scotty. Beautiful interception there. As a centering bid, can't find the stick of Teller. And down the ice to Bo will go. Finds Scotty. Beautiful little pass there. And Arnold will intercept it.
It's just seamless zone exits. It's been a clinic really in that regard for the Bulls. It just goes to show how important that aspect of the game is and what a difference it can make.
Certainly, as time winds down, the Bulls now in their defensive zone with 1:50 to go. But stay tuned. Next on the South Rink at 7:50, we'll have the St. Anthony's JV Gold Squad as the Bulls threaten once again, facing off against the Northport JV squad. Should be another good matchup here on the South Rink. As Arnold, blocker save there from Murator. Had a phenomenal night in the cage as Peter Murator.
Yeah, was it not the busiest of nights? His team really taking full control. Has been sharp when he's been tested.
Definitely, as it's just been all Bulls. They've been putting so much pressure as Jones now. Really, we haven't seen a lot of him. I know he went down. Unfortunate to see him back now, but certainly you wonder maybe if he's fully healthy. What do you see? Is it a goal? Did it cross? Is it a? We'll look here. I can't.
We don't know. It's a goal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a goal. Yeah, the fans to my right didn't know it was a goal either. They're only applauding now. Great setup by Jones. Beautiful drop pass, Fielding with a finish. And we're, a little too late, but love to see it nonetheless from the T-Birds as they put a 2 up on the board.
As with 22 seconds to go, Connetquot gets another goal to add to their per-game tally, but it'll look like Smithtown Hauppauge will come away with their victory, continuing to remain undefeated, and Connetquot will still search for their first win of this season.
Yep. It's coming up on the schedule for Connetquot. They've got a game against Ward Melville in 11 days from now, October the 15th, and Smithtown Hauppauge freshman Red square off against the Northport Huntington Tigers all the way on October the 24th. Nice big break for them.
And gathered themselves here. Great win from the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, as the final score 10-2. And stay tuned. Next on the South Rink, mention it again, 7:50, St. Anthony's JV Gold facing off against the Northport JV squad here on the South Rink. Saying so long, I'm Magnus Healy, joined alongside Ryan Brannigan, the wonderful Wally Mitchell working the board.
With a fresh cut. Looking sharp over there, Wally.
Nice little fade for the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Saying so long from the whole Long Island Sports Network crew. Stay tuned.